The merger of Cedar Fair and Six Flags has changed what's possible for roller coasters in the United States. We really have no idea what's in store for this new mega chain, but with bigger pockets, it will likely mean larger and more consistent investments at many parks. While some smaller parks may end up totally forgotten, the big players will likely become even stronger. And who's bigger than the biggest player in the Six Flags chain, Magic Mountain? My home park is one of Six Flags' favorites, and now with more money to spend, it seems that once out-of-reach coaster types may now be a very real possibility. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the future of Six Flags Magic Mountain under a merged Six Flags and Cedar Fair, and if the time for a Giga is finally upon us. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Let's dive in. Six Flags Magic Mountain serves one of the largest metro areas in the entire country, and with millions of people to draw from in the area, not to mention the large number of tourists and travelers who come to Los Angeles, it's no surprise that it's a favorite of Six Flags and currently has more roller coasters than any other park on the planet. With that being said, not all of these 20 roller coasters are quality. A large chunk of them are family or kiddie rides, or just straight up bad. In my opinion, there are maybe 8 good to great roller coasters at Magic Mountain. That's still very good, but for a park like this, the quality is a bit lacking. They are also missing a true standout coaster. X2 is pretty hit or miss, and while I think Twisted Colossus is elite, many will see it as another run-of-the-mill RMC. A Giga has long been seen as the perfect fit for this park, but with the way Six Flags did its finances, this seemed pretty out of the question. Until now. It would fit perfectly in the back of the park. The station could be in the old Deja Vu plot, and it could run either up the hill to the X2 area or back towards Scream. Either way, a B&M Giga floater airtime machine would be the best addition here. Hypothetically, this still could have been possible, even in past years, since the combined cost of Wonder Woman and West Coast Racers exceeds the price of a Giga. Now, with double the financial power, a Giga seems even like the obvious choice, since the park pretty much has every other type of coaster. So in my opinion, I think a Giga is truly on the table at this point for Magic Mountain. But what about the non-coaster aspects of the park? Frequent visitors have noticed that rides seem to be open less and less, and the overall quality of the park seems to have been declining. Could the merger reverse this decline? I feel like it could go either way. Either the improved funds will allow the park to hire more workers, which will hopefully keep more rides open and more food options open, or the merger will cause the park to get lost in the chaos of a chain managing over 30 different locations, and the management woes could get even worse. I think to see which is true will take a good bit of time, and I think to see the result of the merger as a whole will not happen overnight. Another interesting question is what will be done about season passes and tickets. Ticket prices have been on the rise for Magic Mountain, and at one point they were upwards of $70, which even as someone who loves the park, I think is completely crazy. Tickets here should be at most $50, and most of the time $40. Hopefully the new company ditches the awful passes that Six Flags is currently offering, but the downside of this is that it seems like a high possibility that even for those who are grandfathered into the membership system, they'll probably be booted off. There are a ton of questions that only time can answer, so speculation seems kind of pointless right now. The only thing we know for sure is that change is definitely in store for the parks under this new mega chain, and hopefully that change includes bigger investments in new coasters. Hopefully it also allows the parks to branch out and try new coaster types, like how we're seeing Cedar Point work with Zamperla for Top Thrill 2. Hopefully we can also see some new coasters from Vekoma, particularly the Tilt model. We already are seeing Great Adventure add the Boomerang, which is an interesting choice, considering that coaster's extremely limited capacity. I've been a fan of the idea that Magic Mountain could add a tilt coaster also. It would freak out the general public in a good way, and there is nothing similar in the area. So to wrap it up, hopefully Magic Mountain gets a Giga, but a tilt coaster could also be in the cards, and I would not hate it either way. Let me know what you think in the comments about the future of Six Flags Magic Mountain, and what will happen with the merger. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.